Hello students, welcome back to the class. Last class we have discussed about Terrorism and Anti-Terrorism Act. Okay, in this class we are continuing the same topic. What are the Terrorism and Anti-Terrorism Act? Terrorism, already I said you what is meant by terrorism. The unlawful use of violence, okay, unlawful act of violence and intimidation which can cause the loss of self-confidence against civilian, then that is called as terrorism. Okay. So, these unlawful activities as well as the intimidations against civilians were called as terrorism. Terrorism is quite unlawful activity because that is a loss of physical injury as well as a loss of self-confidence, internal feelings, then that can cause the terrorism. Terrorism, the word terror is also mean that creating a fear among the minds of the people. Whenever if you are creating a fear among mind of the people, what will happen? The people will lose the internal, okay, self-respect, okay, then that is also called as terrorism. Terrorism is already we discussed in the last class that this is a grave danger for our mankind in the 20th century. So, if you are saying in the 21st century, terrorism is one of the greatest danger for our mankind, and this terrorism is a global menace. This is not only restricting to a particular region, but this is quietly spreading all over the globe, and this is a very danger for our peace, prosperity and development of the society. Okay, wherever the terrorism activities are more, that society will never develop, because the society have to involve, the society have to engage all the expenses in order to control the terrorist activity, and that is the reason prosperity cannot be developed. Now, for example, I will give the best example. For example, there is any country A, that country have to increase the security. If the country is increasing the internal security, what happens? The country have to spend more upon administration. Okay, why the internal security the country is increasing? Because of the terrorist activity. If more and more terrorist attacks and activities will be there, then internal security we have to improve. So, what will happen? Our expenses are going to increase, and we can't spend other income on development activity. We have to spend all the expenses in maintaining an administrative purpose. So, the country cannot develop. Okay. So, similarly, every country should be free from all these things. Every country should be free from terrorist activity, then there will be a peace, prosperity as well as development in the society. So, in the last class we have discussed that many incidents and many instances of terrorism we have found it. In the last class we have discussed first of all the attack of Parliament building in 2001. During this period in 2001 there was an attack of Parliament. So, this is not only an attack of Parliament, this is an attack of our democracy as well as government as well as our system, legislature as well as our organs also, legislature, executive and judiciary. So, in this some of the group of terrorist activities were directly involved and directly they have attacked in the Indian Parliament, but overall after completing these operations all the terrorists were died. Okay. So, Quasi-Nagar Massacre, the Quasi-Nagar Massacre took place in Jammu Kashmir. In the last class we have seen that there are some Hindu laborers who are working in Jammu Kashmir. Quasi-Nagar is a place which is quite outskirt in Jammu Kashmir. This is quite outskirt place where 29 Hindu peoples are working as a labor, but suddenly while working only some Islam militants they came and they started attacking the Hindu laborers, and Hindu laborers have lost their life. So, this is also the incident which has caused a great loss of our mankind. Malegaon killings, we know that here a series of bomb blasts took place in Maharashtra during the period of 2008. A series of bomb blasts, 6. Okay, during the period of 2006, a series of bomb blasts took place in Malegaon, which is quite very close to Nasik. Okay, this is in Maharashtra, where few of the people have lost their lives. Okay, nearly how many people have lost their life in the Malegaon killing? 40 people have lost their life. Samjhauta Express already have said you, in order to maintain the internal peace and security, and also in order to maintain a good relations with other countries, our country have started a train services from India to Pakistan, and these train services are mainly linked from India in Delhi to Pakistan in Lahore. So, India wanted to maintain a very good relation, India wanted to start a new relations with other country, but after assuming and after commencement of that relation, after few years and bomb blast took place in the Samjhauta Express. Okay. So an explosion took place in Samjhauta Express, and this bomb blast took place in the midnight, in which 70 people have lost their life. And after this incident, the Indian government have stopped and resuming the service. Mumbai terrorist attack, children, this is also one of the, now from here, this is a new topic, now we have to read. Okay, already we have discussed these things in last class, but these are the quite new topic we have to study. First one, Mumbai terrorist attack. 2008, if you see, the series of terrorist attack took place in Mumbai in November 2008. The series means different places we can find the terrorist attack took place in Mumbai in 2008. So this terrorist attack have took place in different locations, some in railways, some in Leopold Cave, and some in Oberoi, Trident Hotel, Taj Hotel, okay, Nariman House. So different areas the terrorist activities were took place in Mumbai. Overall, if you see that 165 people have lost their life in the terrorist activities which took place in Mumbai, and including this 165 people, 26 people were the foreigners who are from the other country, who have lost their lives. Okay, in railways, especially in the railways, large number of people have lost their life. In CST railway station, large number of people have lost their life, and the person who is responsible for the terrorist activities were catched and he got punishment also. Everything is completed, but whatever the life which is lost in this terrorist activities, again we can't get that point. So this is one of the biggest terrorist attacks so far in India, because large number of people were died here. 165 people is not a small number. Okay. So this is one point. Next we will go forward. One more terrorist activities took place in Lumbini Park and Gokul Chat bombing in Hyderabad. We already know that these are the places which are quietly located in a very good area, Lumbini Park and Gokul Chat bombing. So stimulus, okay, simultaneous blast explosions we can find in two of the places. One is in Lumbini Park and Gokul Chat bombing. Okay, both the explosions took place in the same places, in which in this explosion Lumbini Park and Gokul Chat bomb blast, 42 people were died in this incident. So overall 42 people were died in the blast which was took place in the Lumbini Park as well as Gokul Chat bombing. So that is one point. So this is, children, this is the terrorist activities which are quite harmful to our society, as well as this is not only harmful for the peace, prosperity, harmful for the development, but also very harmful for our mankind as well as world. So the whole world should come together collectively, and they should solve, and they should try to diffuse the situation, terrorist situation, they should solve the problems. So in order to solve this problem, because this problem is spreading all over the world, so in order to solve this problem, whole world should come forward and they should find a solution for this activity, how to avoid the terrorism in the world. So here, children, once again we are learning about the terrorism. We already know that terrorism is nothing but which is quite unlawful, the activities which are unlawful, and the activities which can cause intimidation. Intimidation is nothing but loss of self-confidence against civilians, then that is called as terrorism. We have seen that terrorism is a grave danger for our mankind in 20th century. On 20th century, if you see, the terrorism is quite danger, and this is not only the internal point, this is a global menace. It's a danger for all over the globe. Okay, this is a threat for peace, prosperity as well as development of the society. We already seen in the last class 2005 districts are there in India, still they are facing a problem of terrorism. These are some of the example of terrorism which took place in India. The first one we have seen the Indian Parliament 2001. So in this Indian Parliament 2001, the terrorist activities, a group of terrorist activities, they have attacked our Indian Parliament. So this is not only an attack of our parliament, but this is an attack of all the people, because this is an attack of our democracy. So in this attack, the loss and injuries were not higher, but whatever the terrorists which were involved in this point, they were completely killed. Next one, if you see, Quasi-Nagar Massacre took place. That Quasi-Nagar Massacre took place in Jammu Kashmir. A group of Hindu laborers, Quasi-Nagar is a place which is located in outskirt areas in Jammu Kashmir. So a group of Hindu laborers are working outskirt in Jammu Kashmir. 29 Hindu laborers are working in the outskirt, and suddenly they were attacked by the Islam militants, killing 29 people have lost their life. So this is quite biggest massacre. So From this, if you see, Malegaon killing is took place in Maharashtra. In this Malegaon killing, a series of bomb blasts took place, killing overall 40 people have lost their life in the Malegaon killing. So this Malegaon is very quite close to Nasik. Samjhauta Express, I have explained you that the Samjhauta Express Express blast took place in 2007. So India, in order to maintain a good relations with the neighboring countries, India has resumed the service. Okay, India has started the train services. Train links were connected between Delhi to Lahore. Okay, our government have taken a very good step for maintaining a good relations. Okay, in order to exchange the culture, in order to exchange our languages. Government, what they have did, they have started a service. But after a few years of resuming the service, there was a bomb blast took place in the Samjhauta Express, killing 70 people have lost their lives. Okay, Mumbai terrorist attack, we know that terrorist attack took place in 2008. A series of bomb blasts took place in Mumbai and in different area. So first you can find CST railway station, Leopold Cave, Oberoi, Trident Hotel and Nariman House. In these places we can find the series of bomb blasts have took place, killing 165 people have lost their life in the Mumbai terrorist attack. In this 165 people, 350 people were injured, and in this 165 people, 26 people were also belongs to the foreign country. Lumbini Park and Gokul Chat bomb blasting took place in Hyderabad. Simultaneous bomb blast took place in Lumbini Park as well as Gokul Chat, which is quite a popular place. Okay. So in this simultaneous bomb blast took place in which 40 people have lost their life. So from this incident we come to a conclusion that in order to sort out the problem of terrorism, whole country should come forward, because this is not a problem of one country or one nation or one region. It is not restricting to only a particular local area. So this is spreaded all over the world. So whole government should come forward and they should try to solve the problem. Okay, by discussing and by conducting a meeting, they should solve the problems, terrorist problems. Okay, thank you children, we will meet you in the next class with a new topic.